Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Now, 180. Hey, we're good. 694. 180. Hey, exit.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
Following the interception, Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays and offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Turner, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Alpha.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. On 2nd and 9, Cousins flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Max Crosby able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Hey, 7.
Carr now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
93. Express. Go. Check 26. Switch. Deuce right team. Check.
Throwing again. Carr. Getting this into the hands of Turner. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky. You're mine.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
That's it, baby.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we're good. Stop. Mike's 54. Mike's the dude. Watch the pass. White.
To throw his Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
1st down, Raiders.
Carr now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Check 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We ain't giving them nothing to touch. White Monday down. Easy. Kill. Express. Bravo. 22 jet bomber. Quick. Watch the quick. Later one. Check.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now some confusion offensively here as Carr's going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Express. Hey, orbit. Shit. White Monday down. White Monday.
From the gun, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone. But today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic. And they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with the tackle.
Watch out.
On 2nd down, Cook. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Let's make these babies cry.
Maybe a free play here. Cousins. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all of these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now a run with Cook. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He'll return it from the 6. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Express! Move! Hey, 734! Hey, seam 6! Seam 6!
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. That's complete to Turner. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, dude! Express! 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the run! There we go.
From midfield, here's Carr. And the catch made here by Sharon Peak. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, Charlie! Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Who's right?
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
6-18. Hey, box truck. Check 15. Shift. Back. Topper. Crunch. You can strike T. You got tight right there. Watch the safety creep. Shift.
Shotgun now for Carr. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Third and long for Cousins. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. Sets up fourth down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They run it again with Cook. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. From the gun, here's Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think we've seen this before. someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Colquitt on the kick as he sends it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
OP. Check the backer. Watch the ship. Express. Watch the ship. Raider 9. Hey, Haywood.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
And the Raider first down.
Carr now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta. Express. 45. Check Mike 45. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. Deuce right, Chief.
From the gun, Carr completes it to Aguilar. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
You're mine. 637. That's it.
Carr going to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. In for the score as his guys continue to pour it on. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Again, it's Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Bailey got the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Raiders 35, Vikings 7. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm going to come back to you.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, Raider 2.
Check 52. Check 9. Check 9. Check 31. Check 31.
Purdue.
Hey, exit. Check 4.
Express.
Operating from the gun. Carr is going to float this over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play that time for the Raiders, 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down.
61, matchbox, lights.
Express.
Motion, check. Shift, hatchet. Deuce.
Express.
Sponge.
From the gun, Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. DeLance Turner, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first.
Excellent play there by P.J. Hall, creating a little bit of rubble and stuffing the run, but don't go to sleep on him in terms of being a pass rusher. Has excellent explosive tendencies to work inside. Blocked 14 kicks in his college career, so he knows how to get through the hole and get upfield.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And that's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They run. Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
93. 90.
Carr going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.